Alright, just a question for personal curiosity.
Yeah.
What exactly is the Mendaki Young Minds Club?
Okay. I was roped in to volunteer as a mentor. And how we mentor, who do we mentor? So every year, from the top 10% of PSLE performers, among them we pick the top 10% of Malay or Muslim PSLE performers, and then we invite them to come to the Young Minds Club, which is really basically a program that is like an enrichment program. Many programs so we looked at all these top schools and enrichment programs they had for their students, and we said, you know what, let's do the same thing for these guys. I mean, there's sometimes some overlap because the kids we mentor come from top schools. So, we first started out with that, and then we do things like public speaking, we do a mock UN conference, we do topics, discussions. So we mentor, we do a lot of community service work, planning with them to equip them with these skills and enrich their normal curriculum. So we meet on Saturdays every other month or every month, and we do these enriching things.
Actually, sounds quite interesting.
It is. Yeah, so that's the Young Minds Club.
So I hope you don't mind the free publicity.
No, go for it.
Alright, so just to close off, who have been some of your inspirational people in your school life, like your teachers or friends, and anyone in particular?
Well, this is hard to pick any small number of group because I think almost all my teachers, gave me that sort of nudge to find out which direction I go in eventually. If I had to pick, I'll cheat. I'll pick a couple from every year. She's no longer here, I think, in ACSI, but Mrs. Goreki Mohan was one of them when I was in Sec 1. She was a very influential figure. In Sec 2 and 3 it was Miss Chabi Tek. I don't know where she is now.
One of our deputy principals.
Oh, she is. She's back. Well, hello. Yeah, I her, and then Sec 4 and 3. I think all my teachers. Mr. Alan Lim. I don't know whether he might have gone off to New Zealand the last I remember. He was one of my form teachers in Sec 3, and they all carried on. That was ACSI. These are the people I really. I think Xiao Li Kwan as well. She really I was an intellectual rebel. I used to do things the way I wanted to do it, but
non-conformist.
Well, in not a very constructive way. So she sort of channeled that non-constructive energy into something constructive. So I owe her a lot for that. This whole discipline and how we think. JC, Mr. Lu Ming Yao, Mrs. Geeta Crefew, Mr. Daniel Koh, Mr. Kuna, basically everyone who taught me in ACJC, because we're the same set of teachers for both years, major influences. Until today, I still go back and I still chat. But I go back for that scholarship, catch up with them, It's an ongoing process. You never really leave the school.
Some good words to live by. Education may be for 4 to 6 years,
10 years, 12 years, whatever.
But the friendships can go on forever.
Not just with your friends, but
with your teachers. Right, so do you have any last words for the young people studying in ACSI today, both in the O-level track as well as the IB?
Do your best. But I think one of the more important things that I've distilled from my 6 years in ACS is that at the end of the day, people judge you based on how far you've gone in life, but that's just not great. There's also a mixture of who you are, your manners, and being a polite, confident, and also a very sure person, but never cross the boundary and come on the bad side of being sure. But yeah.
Some good words to live by.
Hopefully.
Alright, so thank you, Mr. Nabil.
Oh, my pleasure.
And
good luck.
Thanks for watching, and to be more videos coming to you soon.